What's up, you guys? It's Coney1553 here. So last episode we were working on the adder, making it also a subtractor. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Not kidding. Okay, this is a good circuit. I haven't done the reverse 2's complement circuit in case we do get a negative number. But I'll get that going in another video. So for this episode, what I really want to try and do is I want to talk about the multiplication circuit, because this is something I've been trying to do for years in the fastest way possible and also the most compact way possible. So let's talk about multiplication. Let's do multiplication with 2-bit binary numbers. So let's talk about that. Let's say you have, this is A and B. No, okay, we're gonna go from left to right. So this is A, this is B, both the first bit, and this is A and B, both the second bit. So let's say you want to do 1 times 1. You would do 1 times 1, right? And then the answer would be a 1. So I would need to have a nice 1 coming out through here. If it's 1 times 0, okay, 1 times 0, I want to get a 0. And if it's 0 times 0, I still want to get a 0. And if it's, let's say 0 times 1, I want to get a 0 again. So this is kinda, or actually it's exactly an AND gate. So then you just connect this like that, and boom. 0 times 0, still 0. 0 times 1, still 0. 1 times 0, still 0. And then 1 times 1, and then boom, we get an answer. That's awesome. Does it work if we go with 2? If we do an AND gate 2, you know? Let's try that. Let's do an AND gate on the second bit. And let's see what we get. So we're going to take and count this over here. So let's do 0 times 2. We get a 0, alright. So let's do 2 times 0. We still get 0, that's good. Let's do 2 times 2. Okay. You know, this is not good, right? This is not good, isn't it? Because if we're getting 2 times 2, this is 2. We should get a 4, shouldn't we? Okay. Okay. So this is not good. We're having a little issue here. So we need a way of kind of knowing. I don't know, huh? I don't know, huh? Let's try for the 3. Let's do like a, Let's do like, this is 3, and we're gonna do times 3. We should get a 6, but we're getting like a 3. So this should be like shifted somehow, huh? Shouldn't it? Technically, in the proper way, we should have like this input. If this turns on, this is actually a 4. So we should have, you know, where's it gonna be? Where's our 2 gonna be? Our 2, where's the hell is that gonna be? That's a good question. So if this turns on, we should shift it over to get a 4. Let's say we're doing 1 times 2. Oh, I think I know what's wrong. I think I'm like missing a few combinations, aren't I? I think the proper way of actually doing this, I think some of you guys might have noticed, I was playing with you guys actually. The proper way to do this is, yes, you need to use AND gates, of course. And as you saw, if we're doing, let's say, 2 times 2, the answer is 4, so this bit cannot be in the second bit anymore. It's going to have to go into the third bit. So here's a pretty nice way to do this. First of all, I will explain what I mean by we're missing a few combinations. So let's say we have 1 times 1, that's a combination. But we also, let's say we have 1 times 2, that's another combination. So let's say I want to have another AND gate. Let's make it just a little bit different. Let's do it like so. We're going to have, let's say like this, and right, so we're going to start with a 4-bit binary number. That's how we're going to do this. Let's say I want to do 1 times 1. That's good. Now let's say I want to do, how about 1 times 2, huh? Let's set the time today so that you guys can actually see something. Perfect. So we want 1 times 2. Okay, let's actually do it like this. Let's say that all of these represent 1. This is my 1 wire. If I turn on 1, nothing happens over here. Nothing happens over here. It's all good. It's all good. Everything's perfect. Let's say I want to do 1 times 1, we get a 1. I want to do 1 times 2, we get a 2. I want to do 1 times 4, we get a 4. 1 times 8, we get an 8. Alright, sweet. Now, what about the 2, huh? Like, let's say I want to do, you know, you can do the invert. Like, this is all for 1, but we should do the same for 2, shouldn't we? So let's actually just copy this over to the next one and do the same thing for the 2. I am not kidding, actually. We're gonna really do that. It's gonna be quite long. So we're gonna do this for 2, but also for 4, and we're gonna do that for 8. So let's stack it 3 times. Clear the selection. Clear this. Okay, so now this is 1, this is my times 2, my times 3, my times 4. This is great. Now, as you guys know, this is also 1, but those are all, let's say, my B inputs. But this is a 1 for the B input. So is this guy. So let's connect those together. Let's remove this, remove that. We're going to remove all of these, but we should connect those together, shouldn't we, huh? Because those are also 1s, aren't they? Let's do just that. This is a 2, 3, 4. This is also 1. So let's do that. And 2, 4, and 8. This is also a 1. Alright, I think now we're talking. Now we're talking, huh? This is a pretty big wire, but this wire presents 1, and I don't think I can turn it on completely. I'm missing 1 power here. I'm not missing anything here. Let's try it right there. Alright. This is good. Now let's do 1 times 1. Still getting my 1. Let's do 1 times 2. We're still getting the 2. Alright. This is good. This is good. We're doing great. We're doing great. Now here's the thing though. We're gonna go ahead and do it with the 2 now. So let's just bridge this over. So the next 2 is over here. Like this. Let's put the thing here. And now the 2s are going to be connected, all of them. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Let's go ahead and take this guy. This is just a very, very big example, by the way. I think I might have to shrink this a bit. I think I will. I think I'll just shrink this back to 2 bits. Give me a sec. Okay, all fixed up. So now we're back with only 2-bit numbers. So this is a 1, this is a 2, this is a 1, this is a 2. So let's say I want to do 1 times 1. Let's try that. Let's do 1 times 1. We still get a 1. Alright, now let's do 1 times 2. We get a nice 2, okay. Let's do, let's say 2 times 1. This is a 2. Okay, so we should probably just connect these together, right? Since they're both the same thing. Like this is a 1, this is a 2, and this is my 4, right? So we should just branch this over here, like that, right? This is how it should work, right? 1, 2, 4. Should be good. Should be fine, I think. Pretty sure. It's a lie. It's a lie. So let's do 2 times 2. Alright, this is a 4. Good. Alright, I'll tell you why it's a lie. Because if we do 3, right, we're going to do times 3. Look what happens. This is 1 plus 2 plus 4. So we're getting a 7, aren't we? But like, if math isn't broken, then I should get a 6. But what's wrong here? I'll tell you guys what's wrong. Nothing is wrong. This is actually correct. This is 2. No, this is 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus. What am I doing? I completely forgot. 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4. I'm so dumb. 3 times 3 is 9. I'm so bad. But we were getting a 7. Now this is 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4, which is indeed 9. This is correct. This is correct. I broke math in my head. This is correct, but it's not binary. This is, we're missing a piece. Technically, what should be going on is that if you guys are quick enough to see this, and you guys might know this circuit, we actually need an adder to complete the addition, and we're gonna need another adder right here because we just created a carry, and the issue is that we need the carry to be added to the, if ever there is this issue that I just showed. Okay, so we're gonna add these together like this. Alright, boom, 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 boom. We get a carry, so let's go like that, like this, and like that, and not like that, actually. Well, actually, it made no difference. And let's just bring the carry over to, this is my 1, this is my 2, my 2's here, this is my 1, by the way, my 2 is here, my 4 is right here, and my 8 is, actually no, this is my 8, where's my 4? Oh, this is a 4. This is the 4. And this is an 8. Okay, I see. This is an 8. 1, 2, 4, 8. Sweet! So we're getting, if you see it correctly, we're getting 8 plus 1, which is 9. So this is good, but as you can see, we're gonna need some adders to combine these combination right here. So if you want, I can show you guys a good way of doing this. Let me just be right back. Alright, so it's probably been like a good 15 minutes or something of copy pasting. So what I've done is this is like an AND gate thing. This is all the possible combination for 2 bits. So if we have a 2-bit number, we're gonna get 4 possible outputs. Then we gotta combine them together to get a 4-bit number, because that's how it works. Yeah, so if you want to do 2 bits times a 2-bit, your biggest answer possible is going to be a 4-bit number. So I wanted to work with 32 bits numbers, right? So we're going to have a 64-bit possible output number. So I just made, this wall, but for 32 bits. Yep. And it's diagonal because, let's say, for example, it's actually organized. This is like 1 times 1. This is, I think this is a 1 times 2, and this is 2 and times 1, because the 1 is this whole diagonal thing, this whole diagonal first torch thing is representing 1, and this whole row represents 1 too. This whole row represents 2, and the second diagonal here represents 2. So if we're looking at this one, we're doing the 2, and then this from the first one, so we're doing let's say a 2 times 1, but they're both 2. So then what you would do is that you would put an adder to connect these, and it would carry, so that you would have you would add these together, and this one would be alone going in with the carry, and then you would have 2 outputs that could represent 4, then you would add them again. So which bit has the most adders, huh? Which bit has the most adder? Well, it's the one in the center of this gigantic wall. So let's actually find it. I think it's this guy right here. Okay. This is my 1616. Yep, this is like well, it's the 16th bit multiplied by the 16th bit, or actually this is a 16th. Yeah, this is good. This is good. So this is kind of my center. This would be part of it too. This is my whole center right here. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense because this is the bottom. This is all the way to the top. So it's normal that this column has the most possible like combinations coming out. Oh wait, so let's count. This is technically 1, 2, 3. This should be a 32 height. So we're gonna have 32 outputs possible for a column. That's not counting the carries. For just one column, this whole column, to properly calculate the whole thing, it's going to take 1.5 seconds if I have 2 numbers coming through. This is probably the slowest calculation this wall is going to do. Then of course you need to add the adders over here. But if I have a carry coming through, let's say it's coming through here somehow, or it's coming from this guy, and it needs to carry through all the 32 bits. Well, actually it's gonna have to carry all the way to this guy, right? But as we're doing combinations, oh god, I don't know how long it's gonna take, but it's gonna take more than just 1.5 seconds. Because that 1.5 seconds of calculation, it's going to be done calculating, but over here it's still going to be calculating some stuff, sorry. And the carriers are going to probably get there, and then it's going to redo its 1.5 seconds of calculation. It's going to take, I don't know, probably a good 20 seconds or something. So this is a way, if you want, of doing multiplication in binary. But it's huge. Just look at this. Look at this. It's bigger than everything else. And this is just kind of in 2 dimension. Imagine having 5 rows of this. This is the first adder right here. This little piece from here to here. Okay, from this height to this height. Imagine having this 5 times. So we're gonna build like a 3D like chip right here. Also, all the inputs are so far away. This is just awful, okay? It's not something to really do. I did it once, and it took so long, you guys have no idea. So this time we're gonna try and do something else, and I'll show you that in the next episode. So I'll leave you guys right here. I want to thank you guys for watching. You guys are still here. If you guys want me to try and figure out how long it would take by actually putting all the adders in there, I can. It's just it would be awful. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.